Alrighty, 1, 2, 3, sync. Alrighty, everybody, it is I, Akira, and today we will be breaking down Isaiah Falls' Pimp's Interlude. And the sample was made by me and La Crisis, and yeah, let's get straight into it. La Crisis sent me this starter here, and it starts off like this. So it started off like that, and with a bass, but I replaced the bass with my actual one. But let's go through each sound and what it's doing. So for the guitars, all I have on it, just an EQ, but it's not really doing much. Not doing anything at all, to be honest. That's the guitar, and then this pad, basically following the chords. And then we got the keys. And all of these I didn't touch in terms of processing. Yep, and then the lead. And then we have some wahs here. Yeah, so pretty simple starter, and then I just added sort of supporting stuff towards it. Let's see, let's start off with the bass. So he wrote the bass line, but then I just played it on my bass, and this is what it sounds like. Yeah, and then all I have on this is Dark Glass Ultra. And these are the settings for it. And then I have a Bulb compressor with 38% compression, 69% lo-fi, 0% wow, and then 100% on the Wolf. And then we have a low-hi. I just have the What's Going On preset on. And then we have a little bit of reverb. And I know most people don't like adding reverb on their stuff, but personally I like adding that little room sound to the reverb, and it's just a tiny bit to where you barely notice it, but you kind of feel it. And that's the processing on the bass. Next we get into this pad, which I have consolidated out, but it should be the glide pad in Peculiar Sounds plugin. It's either the Almost Singing one or the Doobie one, from what I remember. And all I did was just play the chords. And all I did was pan it, and then I added a reels. And all I did was take down the harsh, the wow flutter, and that's pretty much it. So that part's very simple. And then next we get into this, which is just an electric guitar that I played. And I pitched it up 12, I believe. I just consolidated, but originally it sounded like this. Yeah, so originally it sounded like that, but then I pitched it up 12, so now it sounds like this. Almost sounds like a lead. And then we get, and I didn't really add much, nothing at all. And then we get into the effects, which is just this. So just chimes, little ear candy stuff, and then the atmosphere stuff, which doesn't really matter too much, just little chimes, and then this bell, which is just from the Devin Morrison kit. I think it's just a snare or a percussion in there. And then the effects don't have anything in them. This sample is pretty dry. And then next we have the strings. Which has nothing in it. And the strings are from X-Band. Can't remember exactly what preset, but it's from X-Band. And then my acoustic guitar, which I just played on my nylon, and then just cut out low end. So that part's pretty simple. And then this piano lick next, which I played on the Classic Hit preset on Xenology. Yep, and this has nothing on it. Pretty simple. And then we get on to the last part, which is just the leads. I just played a bunch of different lead lines, starting with this one from Diva, which is just MK sine lead, or some sort of sine lead. Very smooth one. Like that one a lot. And then we go on to this one. This is just a bell. And this is from the upcoming kit we have called La Crisis Keys Analog Lab. That will be out soon. But that came from that. Just a bell. And we have this next. To be honest, I don't know what the fuck that is. Next, we got this lead from Diva again. I can't remember exactly what preset, but I know if you have, it's not like a third-party bank or anything. If you have the plugin, you'll have this lead. If I remember, I think it's called Overlight or something like that. And then this one, which is just a lead as well. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole sample. It's a very dry sample, but I think it has enough space for an artist. And then obviously, as you hear in the final song, they sped it up and then had someone else play guitar towards the end. But this is pretty much the full original sample. Nothing too crazy. Just adding the right amount of layers on certain parts that you want, and just creating a lot of space for the artist. And yeah, that is how Pimp's Interlude was made.